Okay.
Okay, people, how are you? So we're going to look into Kevin Samuels again. We will be doing a lot of Kevin Samuels exposures. I will be doing it because this guy is dangerous and he has way too many blind followers who want to look at. I'm not, it's deception and it's not nice. So if we can get a few people out of that realm and into the realm of impartiality to embrace their own higher truth, then we have done our job. A few people. So I don't know if this is the right video. It says here this happens way too often with modern women. It's not okay. I don't know, it's not the video that I wanted. I think it's something to the effect of modern women deserve. I typed it in incorrectly here. Modern women deserve. See, do modern women want? How long? Yeah, I think this is it.
My name is Anne. When I was 26.
Okay, the commercial is almost gone. Just give it a second or two, and it is gone. So the title of this video is "Do Modern Women Want More Than They Deserve?"
You're supposed to care more about the marriage and the man and starting your life than it's showing off with your friends.
But I mean, I want it. Certain people want what they want.
People want what they want.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. How old are you?
26.
Okay, so this lady is 26 years old. Look at the word deserve, it's in parentheses. And we have Samuel here. Make sure I'm presenting here. Am I presenting? Yes, it says that I'm presenting. This guy, this AI guy is still writing comments. I might have to just block him just to, because it's, I don't want to see any more notifications. It's just annoying. Okay. All right, so I'm already recording. I want to present. I'm going to present the entire screen. I just present part of it. Let's do just a window. All right.
So, would you rather be right, have a man, or are you ready to live with a...
Let me go back a little bit.
I'm good. How old are you?
26.
So, would you rather be right, have a man, or are you ready to live with a woman until the end if you don't have?
What do you mean by being right, though? I'm a little confused.
Being right. It's part of something called sign language. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. Being right typically means a lot of modern women insist upon their way. It has to be my way. And
okay, so like my way or the highway type of thing.
Uncooperative. Disagreeable.
Okay.
Back up a little bit.
Oh, listen, I'm not a size 4, so.
I'm just saying because their faces have only.
Oh, okay. Let me go. Sorry, I was fixing some tea. Hold on. Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
Well, I mean.
So the being right, the being right just means it makes it almost impossible for you to cooperate with a man long term. What's the longest relationship you've ever had?
say a year.
And you're 20, how old?
26.
26, a year. How many relationships have you had that you did not leave?
Like 2.
How old were you when you last met?
I was like 24.
Why did you leave?
Okay, so like
Go get some kombucha.
it wasn't really a relationship. It was like a situationship.
So in other words, you can't count that.
You can't really. I mean, now you can't count it really.
What are you now?
I mean,
You
yeah.
You're engaged? Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I think prior to, I really count that.
how long you been engaged?
About a month now.
And how long you guys been together?
For about 5 months. Yeah.
When you guys getting married?
I want to get married by November 2022.
A year and a half from now?
Well, we just bought a house, so I need to save up. So
Save up for what?
I want a wedding.
You have any children?
No.
So you guys are knowing each other for less than 6 months. You're engaged, but you're not going to get married until 2022 because you just bought a house and you want to wedding.
Married, I have ceremony or family. It's nothing to but yeah, it's fine.
What'd you say?
I said it's nothing to go to the courthouse.
How many kids do you have?
I would say like 3.
And are you going to work after you have a pregnant first kid?
No, wait, what?
Are you going to work after you're pregnant with the first child?
Yes, because I want.
Just because you want what?
Because I want to. Like, I mean, I don't mind signing with like my child, but in the long run, I would like to like have my own business or something in that type of like.
Did you go to college?
You can definitely do your own business.
What's your degree?
Accounting.
Unless you plan to have a business.
You know, I don't know yet. I mean, I'm still young, so I'm still figuring all of that. Yeah.
So a wife, a mother, 3 kids in the business.
She could do it.
I mean, it doesn't have to be anything big and
She could do it, but that's not the real issue. The issue is that she's been programmed to think that she needs to be independent. Feel programmed to break up over little things. In our family, we don't break up over little things. Someone is kicking ass, doing the right thing, even if it hurts. In this case, I'm kicking asses. Agbe's waking up. I'm working on my mother. I'm working on her. Trying to make sure she solves her own problems, but she needs a little bit of help. A little push. And so does the wife. First thing that mother said, I need to put my wife in check. That's what she said. Because of certain behaviors. Early on in the marriage, it's been 3 years. But I really needed to put her in check. My mother. I'm not someone who is confrontational. So I've been, I try to reason with people because, that's just the way my DNA is set. To be logical. So I had to reanalyze myself over and over again, especially the last 3 years. Let's just say that when you get put in check by Agbe Benipao, be ready to get hit hard with a very strong masculine voice or tone, like now. It resonates. It doesn't have to be, and I don't yell, but my voice is, I'm sure you can tell it now. So she was put in check. Do not get in people's faces, dear mother. You don't not get in a man's face doing things that shouldn't be done. You just don't get in men's faces and shoving your hand, your fingers unprovoked. Whether they're your sons or not, you don't do that. But let me give you a glimpse of people. Let me give you a glimpse of what is to come in book 5. So just in case you think I'm just, or not that. Another programming, words like just in case. This program goes deep. Really, people, you got to try this diet, the liquid diet. Even if I don't do smoothies. This is pure kombucha with, my mother made it. Before I move on to what I was about to say, let me say this. I don't choose people in my lives by accident. Neither do you. So my mother is in my life for a reason. I'm the reason why she is still here. Otherwise, she would have probably made some other dumb decision to stay in the universe. Whatever way you want to look at it, it's still dumb. Sticking around the universe a minute longer than you have to is dumb. Yes, dear mother, that is dumb. I know your soul is hearing this. Sooner or later, someone will hear it. And your peers will hear it again. Since for most people, it is people's peers that make more sense, that they pay more attention to than their soulmates. In any case, let me say this before I go on to what I was about to say. The ladies in my life, they do take good care of me. The 2 ladies in my life. My mother, she, in terms of like keeping the house, she's fantastic, and it was just the masculine aspect, you just don't abuse people like that. And of course, the wife, we'll get into that in book 5. But I wanted to say that. So they do a great job in terms of, but there are things that are still lacking, that are just too big of things that, okay, so do a decent job. Not, for me, the word's not great, decent job, but there are things that are just like, really? That's total disrespect. And I don't ask for, respect is not really, respect is something that should be automatic. You shouldn't have to earn someone's respect. You earn someone's respect if you show negativity. If you show truth, that should be automatic. The respect should be in line with whatever you're dishing out. So if you're dishing out negativity, then the respect is earned. But if you come in with the bright light, the respect should be automatic. If you know what I'm saying. This is a fear. Okay. This might go on too long, so let me just get to the point. The point here is this. the most recent point that I was trying to, the connection before I go on to Samuel's again. My mother did what she needed to do. She was nasty, and the details will be revealed in book 5. She portrayed an energy, and she threatened me. Beautiful, beautiful. Because she has been talking to me in so many ways, communicating. Someone has been communicating with you in so many ways. And you, a source player, you've been ignoring it, or you've just been rationalizing it. That energy was so strong. The message came through, whether or not it was because I've been eating better. The message came so crystal clear. She was asking for help. And you chose to look at it. You, Agbe Ben Ipa, chose to look at it from a limited perspective. It took me, I don't know, not how long, to see it from a higher perspective, feel it from a higher perspective. I'm giving you a little bit of book 5. You get what you need, people. People trust you. My mother trusts me enough to hurt me a little bit, because where she is going, descent is going to be so freaking painful. And I can do this service to her now. I will kick her ass now by putting this information for the entire universe. Because if I don't, I will lose her. Do you understand what love is, people? That is love. You might need to spank to save the child. Spanking, and I'm talking not necessarily being literal, but it can be literal. Because there's no end to suffering. There's no end to the level, the depth of suffering that you will experience if you do not do what you need to do. Kevin Samuels is part of that grand agenda. And this girl has been brainwashed not to trust herself. But part of her says, why can't I do that? But it's not the business per se. It is your lack, your programs, that independence thing. How can I be independent when I live in a universe where I have to eat? I can never be independent. Only when you leave totally and you are totally within, you don't need anything, need anyone's energy. Then you could be more independent. But even then, I'm sensing a bit of a trap. But that's for me to brood over later. Samuel Kevins.
But whatever happens, whatever.
Excuse me. Kevin Samuels. There is something called dyslexia. I had that years ago. It stopped happening once I changed my diet. I stopped eating meat, where I would write words, like I would repeat or leave out letters. I didn't recognize it as dyslexia at the time, but I guess a bit of it is still here. I'm switching the words backwards. All right, I could work. I could clear that up. Recognition, awareness is a beginning, is a step. Okay.
Whatever what? I didn't hear whatever what?
Back to the right. I still the right or wrong because like
I didn't hear what you said. You were breaking up. We can get to that, but I didn't say whatever. What? I did it for.
I feel like whatever like we agree like in the household is what we're gonna do. So
So back to the right or wrong. That's what it comes down to. Honestly, if you only have a year-long relationship, what history do you have cooperating with me?
I mean, we keep that.
Okay, so the question was, just in case you didn't hear it, what history do you have with cooperating with men?
Say it again.
Repeat what you just said. Sorry.
What history do you have cooperating with a man long term?
I don't know like the word cooperate. Oh, it's like
I could understand the girl, the lady, having a problem with submitting because words have connotations. Whether we like it or not, words have general connotation that we all share the same image of, more or less. The word cooperation does not tend to have a negative connotation. The word submissive does have an authoritative, non-friendly connotation. So she has an issue, and I spoke about that before.
honestly, I don't have a long record because I haven't had anyone like come into my life and really be on that level for me to cooperate. Now I do, but prior to I really
Nonsense.
didn't. So
Okay, I keep bullshitting.
Why don't you like the word cooperate?
it sounds like cooperate. I don't know. It sounds kind of like robotic-y or like a yes thing. Like
No, that's being submissive.
that goes.
That's what religion advocates.
How old is your fiance?
Huh?
How old is your fiance?
35.
35? You got a 26-year-old who doesn't like the word cooperate.
I mean, weird word. Like,
No, it's not weird. But how you gonna say?
How's that
how you
word
gonna say
weird?
love, honor, and obey?
obey.
Okay, that's where I was hoping to get to.
Weird word. Like,
No, it's not weird. But how you gonna say? How you gonna say love, honor, and obey?
obey. So if I don't obey, like you get hit or something.
Your mother and father married?
Yes.
How you gonna say love, honor, and obey?
Obey.
I can't make this up. All right. Let's make sure. If you missed it last time, let's make sure. Okay, let me see. I think I'll just do the entire screen. I don't want to miss anything. Okay, let's do. Okay, so love, honor, obey. Obey what? All right, let me see. I want to show you. I did this in the last video. Well, not last. I think the last couple. I don't remember which video. It was recent, very recent, the last 3 or the last. Where I showed you evidence of what Samuels is doing. Obey. They live. Okay, so let me show you. Images. Okay, obey. Obey authority. Obey people who do not have 100% truth or not trying to. This thing frozen? I think it was temporarily frozen. Give me a second. Okay, so again, obey. Okay, so no questioning, obey. No thinking. Even, let's say, I think it's frozen again. Okay, so they want you to obey. The system, the elites, the corporations, they want you to see things a certain way. That's what that is. The word submit is the same as obey. Okay, so it's like David Icke. David Icke means that he is exposing the truth. David Icke is a fraud. And then has the word obey in his so-called TV show program. Come on. TV, I'm typing in David Icke obey in TV broadcast room. I don't know what ever happened to that show. I know I saw the words David Icke with obey. Okay, so in any case, okay, I don't see it, but anytime you see, so this guy is also suspicious, this guy interviewing David Icke. But so again, words like obey, submit. There's something that I teach my students. It's called, you know what, I could just pretty much just do that in the next video. But it's strategies for learning faster. Okay, so I'll go into details later, but obey, submit, do not question, do what you're told. It's all the same. I like cooperative women. I like cooperative people. But I would never tell my wife to submit to me. Is that right? Said that correctly? Yes, I think. Why? I would never ask my mother. I would never ask even my male friends, my brother or whatever, to submit to me totally. In this present moment, in this life that I'm living, in this experience, I wouldn't do it. But if source, my source, said to submit, I don't even think that would ever happen, because source would even need to use those words. Here's the problem. The reason why I'm reluctant to do that. And I think I mentioned this before, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before. I would be reluctant to do that because we make mistakes. Because we're programmed to accept negativity. It's simple as that. It's not that people are not perfect. It's not that part of people, a person's soul is not perfect. Can't see clearly 100%. That's what perfection is. If you want to look at perfection, it's just seeing picture in its totality. Seeing the entirety of something in totality is what unconditional love is what love is really. But sticking to a minor element, minor point, will never give you the full picture, will always keep you a prisoner. So I would never ask my wife, at least in this present experience, without looking from source consciousness, I would never, in this lifetime, without, it makes no sense. Why would I want to put myself in danger? That's putting myself in danger. If she is able to think better, than me at a particular level, then I'm going to be really grateful that she made a more loving decision to close that door, to not listen to me once in a blue moon, than to say, submit, do what I'm told, what you are told. See it from a higher perspective. See it from a higher perspective. That is the reason why love is always enough. Love is always enough because it will save you. Because the truth shall set you free. Source consciousness. Lead or be led.